The 20th of January, 2022. Do, 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 do.
I'm headed down to somewhere, got my pickaxe in my hand. Yes, I'm headed down to somewhere, got my pickaxe in my hand. I'm headed down to somewhere, God knows where I am. Bring on the creepers, bring on the flames. Here comes the legend, the bravest of brave. Fiercer than lions, more southern than you. He's conquered our hearts, and he'll conquer hell too. Joe Hughes. Who's the guy who can conquer death? That's Joe Hughes. He plays for Nashville when he plays Minecraft. That's Joe Hughes. That's Joe Hughes. The summer is past, but your days keep growing longer. There's no wind in your sails, but the storm's blowing stronger. Walking hard, standing tall, keeping your head up through it all. Fighting fires, spinning plates. Goodness, how did it get so late? Down and dream. Lay your head down and dream. Lay your head down and dream. Lay your head down and just let your mind flow downstream. Sprawled out in a moonbeam. Lay your head down and dream. Joe Hills is filmed before a live streaming audience.
That's us! Howdy, y'all. Joe Hills here, recording as I always do in Nashville, Tennessee. And tonight, y'all are my live streaming audience. We are doing some work on the HermitCraft server on our pinball machine. If you want, you can check that out. You can see that we have gotten some progress. We finished the entire front of the cabinet. Now, we don't have the strike plate for the plunger in yet. We don't have the coin door. We don't have the start button. But we have the actual rough skin here. We also have a live video feed from my camera account, so we can watch me work on that stuff. Now you might say, Joe, what's so great about that? How is that better than replay mod? Well, let's say that we're working with Adobe Photoshop here, and we want to make sure that I'm putting these blocks in a way that matches what we want to see. Well, let's go ahead and fly that camera around. We're going to say bye-bye to the coin door, bye-bye to the front of the machine, because at this point, we're ready to work on the side of the machine here. We might need to extend the view distance slightly. I've got the view distance turned way down on this thing. Render distance up to 10 chunks now. That should be enough for us to get the whole thing in here. Okay, we might need to turn that render distance up a little bit more here. 14 chunks should do it. Okay. One thing I'm realizing is we're going to have to... Whoa. What am I using rockets for? Hold on. Okay. We're going to have to cut some skylight holes in the side of the machine there so that we can actually see where we're working. So, yeah. Serena says, I haven't gone to stream in like a year. Last time I was here, Joe had a beard. Yeah, no beard anymore. Oh, by the way, we got a tip between the last stream and the new one. This one rolled in, from, Jeppe, who says, who tips 20 and says, howdy. So let's go ahead and get that 20 on the board to start us out. We were 11 away from our next face camera expansion milestone, but we are now 9 past and 11 away from the one beyond that. So here we go. The current Joe Pasty is, oh boy, I've got the wrong thing selected. The current Joe Pasty is 80, but we're about to, oh yeah, I forgot to flip that down. Expand Jost. Lowering the Joe Pasty now to 70%. And we are now, once again, $11 away from the most obnoxious face camera, the Tony Stark helmet cam. Tips are welcome via paypal.me/Joe Hills and YouTube Super Chat. Okay, so let's go ahead and... Okay, I think we are all ready to rock and go. So let's go right now. Riptide tridents are broken in Bedrock. I'm sorry to hear that, Dave. Okay, so bring that over a little bit here. Okay, so we need to grab some skylights here. Black stained glass, gray stained glass. Gray stained glass will work. Okay. So we need to figure out where the area is here. Okay, so we need to go in quite a bit. Okay, so that's on the wrong side, I guess. Okay, so if from there we came to, let's say, here, and we put in another skylight, that's going to help there a little bit. Put in another one here. Yeah, that's going to clean that up a little. Dang it, stupid fruits are in the way. I forget what these are called. Cocoa beans. Cocoa pods are in the way. It's fine. Okay, so we can just knock out another one here. And you should be able to see that happening live on the face camera. Or not face camera, the what do you call it, camera? Dang it, there's a word for it. Camera account, I guess. Camera account, a camera. So now to get those ones up there, we are going to have to fly, like, straight up. And once we land, we have to go over about 3, I think. Is that on the correct side? It might be. Then we remove another one here. That might not be over enough. Core concept. It generally appears better. So we can at least see what's over here now. But why is this one part such a particular problem? Oh, did I put those directly above these, maybe? Are those blocking that? Yeah, you know what? It looks like those are too far over. I'm not sure if that actually helped anything, but let's use that one for reference. Okay, let's make sure we've got all the chats open here. Yes, we do. Okay. Welcome, welcome, everyone. Did that light anything up? It seems like that should have helped more than it did. Do we need another one, like, here, maybe? I'm really kind of at a loss for what is going on with these. But, I mean, at a certain point, as long as we can generally see what we're supposed to be seeing. Like, I probably shouldn't stress about it too much. Okay. It seems like it's aligned with that part that's the worst somehow. I don't know. Welcome, physics dude. Yeah, it's tall. It's a big pinball machine. We just finished doing the art on the front. Over here. And now we're about to come around the corner and do this side here. So, let's go ahead and we're going to mark and replay mod when we actually get started. Give the server a second to catch up because we've been having some weird server connection issues. There we go. It caught up. Okay. So, looking at my Photoshop here. Whoops. Do 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 do. Okay. Okay, so we're gonna want to set up a ruler, so that way we can see it even when we tab. Or we're gonna want to make sure we're on the ruler, so even when we tab out, it's still visible. Great, great, great. No, dang it, wrong one. We're gonna move this tab earlier in the queue. Okay, never mind. We're just gonna close the other tab, so that way I stop clicking the wrong tab. Okay, cool. So, in order to build this first thing, we are going to need some blocks. What kind of blocks? We're going to need some black terracotta here for one thing. We're going to need some brown terracotta. Put some more black terracotta there. Then the next level up, we're going to roll in with the brown terracotta here. Brown terracotta here. We're going to have 2 brown concrete, it looks like. We're going to do 2 brown concrete here as well. I'm going to swap these two. Oh, no. Forgot about that. Never mind, we're not going to do that. We'll do that after we dump water on this. We'll swap those 2 out. Okay. It's fine. Can I see that even on the thing? For right now, let's pull it in tighter on the camera account. Okay. So these two are going to go here, then another brown terracotta above it. Another brown terracotta there. Those two there. Now, then I think I'm going to do 2 ochre frog lights here and here. And actually another one's here and here. Although I'm kind of tempted. I think I might do just orange terracotta there and there. Kind of show the difference in brightness a little bit. Or yellow terracotta. Yeah, yellow terracotta is going to look better, I think. Okay, we're going to lay our heads down and dream. Okay. And then we are going to measure how far until the next point of interest with the ruler tool here. That is looking like 31 blocks until the next point of interest. Or, well, 31 blocks minus... Yeah. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 29 blocks. So let's get some black concrete powder here. 29. Let's get our calculator out as well. So 29 times 3 is 87, minus 64 is 23. So we are going to get 64 plus 23 here of these. Then we're going to switch here. And you should be able to see that on the camera account. Okay, cool. That's showing up. So then we look at this, and we've got 2 blocks, and then we go another 10. So these look like 2 kind of, let's say cyan and gray. Are we out of gray concrete? We have light gray concrete. Welcome, Magenta Avocado. Let's grab some gray concrete. I'm feeling pretty good about the methodology we're using here. Okay, we'll take some of this pink concrete and turn it into gray concrete. Because we're not going to need a ton of pink concrete for this build, and we have leftover from before. Okay, we'll put the gray dye back at the dye box. If you have any other dyes, we can offload those. Okay, great. And then next up, we're also going to need some dark blue and gray. So let's grab a blue terracotta as well for later. Let's move the brown dye to the dye box so we have it. Okay. So you can't even really see that right now because it's behind there, but okay. So now we need to go 30 more before we hit the next point of interest. Okay. So then when we get here, I think we want to bust out the gray concrete, cyan terracotta, blue terracotta. And then, as the kids say, let's go. We can go ahead and determine our distance to the next point of interest, which is going to be another 13 blocks away. So that's 39 concrete powder, which we actually don't have. So we'll go get that and come back. It's going to be a lot of running back and forth here. Especially for concrete powder. Okay, so to get 39, we need 37, 8, 9. Okay. So, we'll just go until we burn all 39 of these. Okay. Now, at this point, I'm going to do 2, and then 2, and then 2 black terracottas. And from here, if we go back 1, 2, we'll have another dark space here. It's going to look a little bit like this. Okay. So then from there, it's a little while until we hit that. So let's see though. So how far is that? 7, so we need 21 black concrete powder. Actually, we don't need 20. Well, yeah, so this one should probably be that. That should be that. How far until the next point of interest then? Looks like we got a ways. It's until we hit here. So how far out is that? $37? Okay. So 37 times 3 minus 64. So I need a stack of 64 and a stack of 47 next to each other here. 46, 47. Okay, so here we go. And then we've burned this entire stack. Danny W says, any chance you can move the camera account and Photoshop to the right so your forehead isn't blocking Photoshop? The problem is my forehead's not going to be here for very long. And if I swap them or move them around, then they'll end up... Photoshop will just end up where my head is anyway when the camera expands. So it doesn't seem worth worrying about. Okay, so let's scroll that way in Photoshop here. And then we hit... Uh-oh. We start having these guys bothering us. That's annoying. Okay. But either way. We're going to go 1, 2, 3 there. And then actually 1, 2. And then 1. Actually, so this one should be more like brown terracotta. And then let's move that here. I wonder if I should release a bunch of axolotls. Would that actually help, I wonder? Or would that just cause like a million lags in the long term? Okay. So, dang it. So let's think about this. So we got so it feels like, so then we go under there and then we've got the brown concrete here. Don't have rockets. I mean, we'll be high enough up soon. I just need to think this through is the problem. Okay, so... Dang it. Where's the brown terracotta? Dang it. Brown concrete. And so then we come through like this here. So 1, 2, 3, and then we got maybe 2 mushroom blocks here. With the mushroom blocks over them. And then maybe a gray terracotta here. Hey, we just got a tip rolling in from Quiet Devious 1. Thank you so much, Quiet Devious 1. We were 11 away from the next face camera expansion milestone, but that tip is for an even 100. So I guess now we're 11 away from the 6th one. So let's go ahead and get all 5 of those processed now. Here we go. Oh boy, I've got a bunch of overlays that are not locked. I need to go in and lock all the overlays. Oh boy. Okay. So here what's this one? Whatever this is, it needs to be locked. Lock, lock, lock. Okay. So there we go. Let's go ahead and expand. Jost. Do. Here we go. It's everyone's favorite, the most obnoxious face camera expansion milestone, the Tony Stark helmet cam. Everybody who tipped up to this point has been making the camera larger and more obnoxious. However, even though future expansions are going to keep getting more large, they're going to continue to drop in opacity at each step. For example, numero dos, expand Jost. Do. Lowering that opacity now to 50%. Also, thanks to Quiet Devious, we are now happily here. I think maybe the reflector level should go above the face camera. Yeah, there we go. So now when I draw... Hi. Is that showing up above my face? No, it's not showing up at all. Fantastic. Hi. Yeah, that's above my face now. Great. Okay. We're learning as we go. Either way, that's 2 of 5, thanks to Quiet Devious 1. Numero trace, even larger face. Do. Lowering the opacity now to 42%. 1, 2, 3, 4. How about we expand some more? Brrr. Lowering the opacity with this expansion to a frigid 32%. That's Fahrenheit, not Celsius, folks. And then each Nissan she go. Expand Jost. Do. Lowering the opacity now to 24%. Thank you very much, Quiet Devious. Once again, we are 11 away from the next expansion. Tips are welcome via paypal.me/JoeHills and YouTube Super Chat. Surreal says, I'm trying to guess what the bigger picture is. All I can come up with is with the Marco Specialties logo. The bigger picture is... Whoops, this is... How do you zoom out in Photoshop? Is it Alt? It's Alt. The bigger picture, Surreal, is a James Webb Space Telescope skin for the cabinet of my pinball machine. So we got the front on here. I can duck out of the way so you can see it better. We got the front on here earlier. So this is one continuous deep field photograph that I have scaled appropriately so the galaxies are represented at a good size by block in Minecraft, right? Or blocks in Minecraft. So, like, this is a galaxy here. And, like, that's a galaxy. It's not a very... A lot of the galaxies are kind of dim and far away, right? But, so you can see the back box and the sides of the cabinet is all one continuous photograph that I have kind of masked out the shape for here. So I should probably, you know, eat something in-game because I'm out of food. Or out of, what do you call it? Health. Dang it. And I realize I'm going to actually have to fly up and land safely. My favorite in order to execute that maneuver. Okay, there's my bento box. We've got some glowberries, we got some raw potatoes, we got some carrots, some apples. I do have a whole box of pork chops here. Maybe I should just eat out of that. Chops and tuts and chops and tuts and chops and tuts. Surreal says, do you have a name for the pin yet? Yes, I do. I've got... I haven't painted the other side yet, but I did do like a spray paint stencil version of the name. Deep Field. Because the entire thing is themed after space telescopes. I'm still working on the layout and the board and everything. I've got like markers for like, here's where the apron is, here's the lockdown receiver bar, you know, that's where the translate's gonna go, that sort of thing. It's based on the spooky pinball cabinet for Total Nuclear Annihilation, because I've been measuring the one George is loaning me. And it's also scaled, so it's the perfect size to make an overhead map in Minecraft of it. Please don't yell in all caps. That's going to be a quick timeout so you have a chance to read the rules. Yeah, we're going to have, like, the drain and everything. I've got, like, here's where the shooter rod and the plate is going to be. The coin door is going to go there. I need to mine this out all the way down to here to actually have room for the subwoofer and the power supply and stuff. It's a pretty big project, but I've got... Like, the season's probably going to last another 9 to 12 months, so I've got plenty of time to work on it. This is a long-term project. Welcome, Mike Deadman. Welcome back. Yep, 2 streams in one day. It's a busy day for me here. Surreal says, yeah, you're even modeling the inside? Wow. Well, that's the thing, is it's a big project. Brandon says, I hadn't seen the front yet. Looks great. Yeah, thank you. And for those of you who haven't noticed, the camera account thing here is a live feed from my camera account, so we can see if I'm placing the blocks in the wrong place. And I'm realizing I need to have it come over a little bit, because I was out of frame. Do-do-do-do. So, okay. So, if I zoom back in on the part we were on... I had a ruler that marked where we were working. Here it is, right here. For my reference here. Okay. So, we are going to need some... We've got some of the white terracotta that's going to go well as the pink blocks here. You know, I'm actually looking at this, though, and I'm kind of thinking maybe we actually save these two. I'm not using any sort of, like, program to tell me which blocks to put where. I'm kind of eyeballing just based on experience and stuff, like what feels right. I want this to have a feeling of, like, artistic intent. You know, not just be like, oh, hey, if you take this photograph and run it through an algorithm, here's the optimal way to generate that. You know what I mean? Okay, so... light gray would be like here, maybe. I think I'm going to have to go get some more brown terracotta. Get some more mushrooms. Alpa says you're going to finish this side tonight, right? I don't know, because I'm supposed to play Quake in an hour with Surreal and Mr. Hardluck and NJ. And I spent 4.5 hours working on the front of this tonight. So, realistically, I'm not going to promise we're going to finish this whole side. That does not seem like a promise I can keep. Okay, we might have to go get more mushroom blocks as well. Block of quartz. Pearlescent froglight. So long as you do your best. Thank you. Thank you. Leo says, do you think you'll be able to finish this whole thing this season? Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. I can get this done this season. This is I scoped this with this season in mind. Like, I knew we were doing a longer season this time, and I was like, how can I take advantage of that? And this seemed like a project that would take about as long as the season was going to run, but wouldn't be, like, perilous. I'm not worried about it. So let's go get more of these mushroom blocks here. Oh, yeah, I've got this set up so that when I'm not working over there anyway, I can switch to that. Oh, it doesn't retain my face camera size. Never mind, then. Dang it, that's annoying. I was like, I figured out... I guess what I should do is I should group those three and then turn off that group, and then I keep the camera size. That's how we're going to have to do this. Anyway, we'll worry about that later. But yeah, we need to grab some of these mushrooms before we can continue working on that one particular galaxy there. Stephanie Hall says, Joe is an artist. We studied Degas today and some of his impressionist works. Found out he was a grumpy man. Art draws all kinds. Can you imagine being a grumpy artist? I don't know. Do I have a silk touch axe? No. But the thing is, we're not gathering enough of these to need a silk touch axe. We're gathering this many, and then we're immediately leaving. So it's not like a huge problem. Okay. Yeah, we just got 45 of these without a silk touch axe. So I don't feel like the silk touch axe is like a must-have. Whoa, got a little higher than we expected there. Lay our head down and dream. Okay. So, here we go. Let's eat some food real quick. Nom 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 nom. Nom nom nom. Okay, so some of the blocks we're going to need white terracotta. Let's get a better look at this here. Okay, I feel like that would be like that, maybe. Let's build that up. Build a nice little stairwell up here, though, so we can interact with this safely. Okay. So I put those two there. I kind of think I need another one of those. And another one of these here. So then we come into... boy. Okay. That's too dark. That's not the black terracotta. That's not dark enough. Okay. Maybe we want the dark gray for that. I don't know. We'll come back to it. It doesn't have to be perfect. Okay, so what I want to do now is I want it for the brighter parts here to put in some pearlescent frog lights. So that's like bap, bap, bap. And brown concrete there. I want maybe another mushroom block here. Above another one of those maybe. does this look? Ooh. Subnautical camera. Okay. Let's make sure that we're not missing anything over here. Cool, cool, cool. Okay, so when I'm eyeballing this, I think I kind of need 2 more of those. I need another of these. Another of those. Okay. So that'll go there. And then gray terracotta next to it. Maybe not there, but this maybe here. With black terracotta above it. Okay. One of these here. That there. Brown terracotta here. And in the meantime, we're going to have black terracotta powder coming out like that. Black terracotta here. Brown terracotta above it. Okay, so those two. And like maybe a brown and a gray mixed in. With another one of these here. Okay, that should look pretty good. It's not perfect, but it sells the idea. It's an artistic representation that gives an accurate sense of the luminosity and shape and rough color. It's not perfect, but it doesn't have to be. So, okay, and then when we wrap up there, how far from there to the next point of interest? It's like 3 until we hit that. Wow, okay. So that's 1, 2, 3, and then we're already actually at this one, which then we're going to need probably gray terracotta here. And then until we hit the next point of interest is how far? There. That's 24 blocks. Okay, so that's 24 times 4, which we don't have enough concrete powder for, do we? Or 24 times 3 minus 64. Oh, that's 8. Okay, so we have precisely enough concrete powder, barely, basically, to do that. Okay. Oh, dang it, we gotta destroy this too. That's fine, we can destroy these. Oh no, we screwed up. Okay, so we're gonna grab the sand here that we don't need. Okay, having done that, we can swing back that way. Let's go ahead and grab a quick bite of food and wander back there. Okay, so having returned here, we pick up these? Of the two, I think I'd rather have those, but... Leo Larson says, I wish I could tip, but I need to wait for payday. The inflation is busting down hard, and electricity too, because Sweden have turned off the nuclear plants, and it's gone up 5 times the price. Well, one thing I will tell you, Leo, is I appreciate your desire to help, but everyone who tips tonight is, and everybody who tips every day, is tipping so that the whole community can enjoy the show for free. They, like, for example, Quiet Devious tipped 100 earlier. And that wasn't because Quiet Devious wants a show just for Quiet Devious. There is a 1 technically at the end of Quiet Devious 1, but that's not the only one the show is for. Quiet Devious tipped so that everyone can enjoy the show, guilt-free. And you know what? If you choose to support the arts, and my show in particular later, I'm going to really appreciate it. But you're going to be doing it for everybody and not for you. So don't stress out about it. If you, if you're going to hit me up later, you're going to hit me up later. And even if you're not, the people who are hitting me up now, they're covering it for everybody. This show is for everybody to enjoy. So please, please enjoy it, Leo. Stress-free. Hey, welcome, Sammy. Glad you could join us. I don't know if you heard, we're going to be streaming some Quake later on Surreal and Hardluck's channels. So that might be, there's no MPT3K tonight. Let's see. Okay, so looking at this. So then when we hit there, that's going to be like, that thing is super dark. We're going to need more concrete powder for when we get over there, though. And let's go ahead and drop off the greens for now, because we don't have anything in the green palette anytime soon when I'm looking at this. Okay. So yeah, we can drop off the green color blocks for the time being. Yep, Quake stream. I love Quake. I'm not going to be streaming it myself. I'm going to be raiding one of the other folks who's streaming. But yeah, it should be a lot of fun. I'm looking forward to it. I love Quake. Okay, so when we get to this thing here, it's going to go up 2, and then we're going to have kind of 2 black terracotta blocks maybe, and 2 gray terracotta blocks on top of it, it looks like. This is like a really dark galaxy, very dim, very far out, but still slightly visible, so we're doing it. Also, I need to go ahead and lay my head down and dream here, because it looks like it's about to get dark out there in Minecraft land. What is Quake? Quake is a game by John Carmack, which was the first truly 3D game in first person, where you could like have 3-dimensional maps where you could go over yourself and under and stuff. Up until that point, there was kind of fake 3D, where it would look like you were going upstairs or under things, but you weren't. It was all like flat with optical tricks. So Quake is the first truly 3-dimensional first-person shooter, and it is beautiful in terms of how it feels like ice skating in the best way. The movement of that game is so smooth and elegant. It's a delight. So let's go ahead here. We've got 11 till we hit the next point of interest. So that means we need to get 33 black concrete powder out here so we can measure that out. Uh-oh, it's Scar. We know how to welcome Scar. Function M1. Oh, sorry, had the caps lock on. Okay, so then when we get here, I want to put one of these. Yay, caps. We're like ball players, Scar. Caps abound. Oh, dang it. Well, whatever. It didn't go through because I got hit so hard it interrupted my sentence. Video games, am I right, people? Video games. Okay, so we're gonna get a brown mushroom block here and put in one here, one here. Boy, that is about to be deadly. So let's maybe have a pork chop just as a treat. Smack the words out of my mouth, I know, right? Quake is the platonic ideal of a first-person shooter. Okay, so while we're down here, let me recenter this out. Just to give you a sense of the scale we're working at. On the live camera account feed there. But this is only going to get faster as we go. I'm getting better at this. I can tell I am. Okay. So when we get back up there, we're going to want a brown terracotta and another black terracotta. And then how far until the next point of interest? 7. Okay, so then we need 21 concrete powder queued up as well. Ah, dang it. Okay, so that's going to go there. That's going to go there. And then we're going to get the 21 concrete powder in. Dang it. My body. How? But this is why we are pre-counting the concrete powder like the way we are. Because then when I get interrupted like that, uh-oh, I can know that we're okay on the count. Okay, so then when we hit this one, it's going to be 1, 2, and then that. And then how long until we hit the next one? Let's find out. We're just going to stop real quick on this side of the wall, because I can't really shoot me here. Okay, so we hit that block there. And then how long until the next point of interest? 19. So 19 times 3 is 60 minus 3. So that's 57. So we're going to get 57 of these black concrete powder out here. We're going to fly over there and we'll, whoops, quickly deploy them. Okay, so this one is pretty dim. I'm gonna say this is a gray terracotta here, with a black on either side. And probably another one underneath it. I don't want to go too far under the sea level there, but like I need to some degree just for sanity's sake. That's really convenient that this scaffold is right here. Okay, so let's see how long until the next point of interest in the Photoshop here. 16. Okay, that's no problem. 16 times 3 is 8 times 6. That's 56. So we need 56 black concrete powder queued up and ready to go. Got it. No problemo. Okay, and then when we get here, we're going to come in with a gray terracotta. Wait, did I count that wrong? $16 times 3 is 48. You're right. Okay, so that means we need to remove that. So that's 53. Yeah. So basically, I added 9 to 48 by accident. Okay. So we should be, this should be where we need to be. Okay, if I'm thinking about this right. Brown mushroom block. Actually, let's try this as light gray terracotta, light gray terracotta. This is going to be a brown terracotta here. Gray terracotta here, maybe. Yeah. 2 black terracotta. Well, we've only got 1 left at the top. Maybe another gray here would actually be appropriate. Yeah. Maybe not. That would be... Yeah, yeah. Okay. Wait, hold on. Okay. I have a gray one there. And whatever we used down here. Let's... Oh, wait. No, we're good, we're good. Okay. So then how far till the next point of interest? 10. Okay, we can definitely do 10. We can count out 10. That's 30 here. Oh, after we do 2 there, and then 30. Okay. So then we are immediately hitting this gray. We're gonna need another. We're gonna need more black terracotta. We are just straight up gonna need that. Hey, the boss. The camera gets bigger when people tip, and people tipped a lot tonight. If you want to make the camera bigger, tips are welcome via paypal.me/JoeHills and YouTube Super Chat. And we are currently 11 away from the next face camera expansion milestone. Okay. So... we might not have any more black terracotta pre-made, so we might just have to make some. That's fine. We have plenty of terracotta elsewhere that we can bring in as we go. Whoops, that's not what I wanted to do. I wanted to grab that one. Yeah, that's right, that one. Yeah, see? That one, see? Okay. Hey, Daniel Ma. Yep, the pinball machine's definitely coming along. I'm quite pleased myself. Okay. Whoa! Dang it, a little bit of rubber banding there. Thanks, computer. Okay, so we're getting close to the end of the selected area here. Not quite there yet, but we will be soon. So, okay, for this next bit, we're going to need light gray terracotta, followed by light gray concrete, with probably some... actually, well, let's maybe do cyan terracotta, then light gray concrete, then black concrete, and then we're going to go... 24 to the next one. I didn't get more powder while I was there, dang it. Okay, well, that's fine for right now, but we will need to get it eventually. Okay. Okay. Okay, then we're going to grab some of the surplus here and level that out. Okay, and then when we do get to that point of interest is really, really vague. It's like a tiny speck of black and gray terracotta here. Just almost nothing. With... Okay, then we're going to have another 30 before we get to the next area. It's going to have a tiny, teeny bit here. Okay. Okay, so let's go grab more powder. Dang it. Yeah, lack of inventory is definitely a problem here, but carrying these around... Like, this is just going to require a ton of blocks no matter how we cut it. So... I could maybe split up where the black concrete powder boxes are a little bit. But, okay. Dang it. So, what did I say? 30 for this. So, here we go. Okay, then this is going to come in here like so. Then we're going to have 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we're going to have a brown, or yeah, let's do a gray terracotta here. Actually, wait, no. Gray terracotta should go there. We're going to put a brown terracotta here. And then we're going to have a mushroom block in the center with a brown concrete there, there, and there. I'm going to come back and have one of these here, one of these here. And then how far until the next point of interest? Looks like we just go till the back. Awesome. So I can do that. Well, or can I? Is my inventory full? Well, let's go ahead and just place some of this at least. Okay. So then we need to move the bed. Let's put black concrete powder in here just to have it. Yeah, this will speed things up if I can at least replenish my black concrete powder on the go. We're gonna want to keep the bed. Uh-oh, that is... There's nothing under that. Okay, that's good to know. That's notable. Okay. So we're gonna need actual black concrete at the bottom of that then. Not just... Uh-oh. Okay. How am I gonna get black concrete here? Just kidding. Just place it and get some. That has messed up the water, but whatever. We'll worry about that later. Dang it. Block placement, my ancient foe. Okay, we have completed an entire row. I'm watching myself fly on the other computer, and wow, this is really far away. Okay. Should probably put some scaffolds in here so I can get up. Okay. So let's switch back to Photoshop. Go back to the very beginning. We're going to restart the row from over here. It's easier for me to work in a consistent direction and not miss anything. Okay, so we want to start 3 blocks up. And how far until we hit the first point of interest? 14. Okay, 14 times 3 is 7 times 6. That's 42, which I actually know this time because paying attention. Okay, so what was this? This is black concrete powder. Okay, so 42. Okay. Oh, but first, this is actually not 3 up already, is it? No. So from the other one there, we're going to put those. Now from the 42. Magenta Avocado says, are you going to continue the design past the waterline? That's a lower priority. We're going to do the above the waterline segment first. And then come back if there's time. That's one of those, like, in theory, there should be time to do all of this. But I'm more worried about how it's viewed by other hermits first, right? So, here we go. 1, 2, 1... Get a black terracotta in here. And a black terracotta in here. Lord Piecrust, thank you for tipping 50. We were 11 away from the next face camera expansion. So that gets you 1 face camera expansion at the first 11. Another 20 for 31 gets you another expansion. And then 41.50 puts us $1 away from a 3rd expansion. So let's go ahead and get both of those expansions on the board. Expand! Jost! Do-do-do-do. And Lord Pycross says, hello, Joe. Glad to catch you streaming tonight. Oh, I'm glad to be streaming tonight. I am making a lot of progress here. Going to lower the Joe opacity down to 24%. Do-do-do-do. That's our first expansion. Second expansion. Here we go. It's time to grow hills. Ba-da-da-da. And we are going to get that face in frame here. Where is that giant blinking beautiful eye? There it is. Lowering the Joe opacity now to 16%. Where is it? 16% is about there. Woo! Perfect. And we are going to be going for about another 20 minutes, just so y'all know. And then I'm going to be raiding Surreal and playing some Quake with Surreal, Mr. Hardluck, NJ, and some other folks. Some of whom I know, some of whom I don't. So that should be fun, though. Okay. So we kind of have a cradle here with this. And there's going to be maybe a brown... This is kind of a dark... Maybe this is going to be a gray terracotta here, yeah. Yeah, that feels about right. And then I think I'm going to come back to the rest of that later. Let's see how long until the next thing after that. That's going to be 22. So that's 66. Whoops. Yeah, 66 powder. Which we don't have 66 of right now. And we got to go to bed anyway in game. So no Probalo there. Danny W says, are we 1 past or 1 away now? We are 1 away from the next face camera expansion. Tips are welcome via paypal.me/JoeHills and YouTube Super Chat. Okay, so more concrete powder. Black concrete, black concrete. Consolidate that there. Gray terracotta, we can consolidate there. Black concrete powder, there we are. Okay. So what I say that was 22? So 22. So that's 1 stack and then 2 more, basically, for 66. 22 times 3 is 66. Jin says, this is the most messy inventory I've ever seen. Well, I'm doing pixel art, so I don't know what you want from me. That's just going to be how it is. Okay, 2 more here. And then this is going to come across 3. And we're going to have some black terracotta on either side, here and here. Then we need to go get a olive green one. And hey, we got a tip rolling in. Let's see who it is from while we fall to not quite our deaths. Okay. Let's see. We have a tip here rolling in from Emily for 1, who says it's not much, but every bit helps. It does help. Woo! Let me tell you, it's time to expand Jost. Do. You could go through and watch all my videos and watch all the ads, and I'd be lucky to get $1 or 2 from it with the way ad revenue is these days. Like, if you are tipping $1, you are one of the single biggest contributors to my success. If you're tipping more, that's definitely appreciated too. But let's go ahead and lower the Joe Pasty now to 12%. But yeah, thank you so much. You never need to feel like $1 isn't enough. So, okay. Let's see. What are we doing? We need to get the olive green. So let's get the green terracotta here for that one. And then we're going to go another... How far after that? 9 times 3 is 21. No, that's not right. 9 times 3 is 27. Oh my gosh. Very tired. Okay, so in order to make room for to do these stacks properly. So 27. So here's the green ones. Slot those in. And then 27 black concrete powder going across here. Okay. Wait, did I... Nine times 3 is 27. So hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. So it looks like the math might be slightly off about placing that, which in and of itself isn't a big deal. But because I've been doing all of these placements relatively, that is going to affect things possibly down the line. Let's zoom out and figure out how big of a mistake that was. Nah. That's okay. We can absorb that mistake. That's not going to screw anything up too bad, I don't think. We'll worry about it later. We're not gonna stress about it. This is not Castle Hohenzollern. If we make mistakes on this, we'll do our best, but like I'm not starting over. Okay. So then we are down here with this. We need the gray terracotta, I guess, coming up here. No, wait. Let me just... Okay, no. We need the gray terracotta here. Then black terracotta there. another gray, and maybe a brown here. Yeah. Okay. Okay, so let's see. Where's the floor here? So there's the floor. No, I'm not moving the wall like 5 times. I've decided that already. Okay. Okay, so here we go. Oh boy. Let's keep working. Racewinder says maybe do like 2 or 3 vertical strips first so you can check yourself when you hit them. That's not an insane idea. I don't like it because that wasn't my original plan, but that might be what I have to do in the long term. You might be right. Okay. So, okay, so with this one, we're going to come 1 backwards, 1 forwards. Gonna have a gray terracotta in here. And 1 above it. And then the next point of interest is 27 away. Okay. Yeah, a few pixels off is only like 2 or 3 million light years, right? That's fine. It's not that big of a mistake. Okay, so when I look at this here, oh boy. That one is super faint. Okay, so let's zoom this out. How far until the next point of interest? The next point of interest is that thing. 16 times 3. It's 48, as y'all pointed out before. And we're running low on concrete powder, though. Ugh, stupid wall. Okay. Let's get 48 of these out here first. Where is it? Okay, there it is. Yeah. Not for navigational purposes. This machine is not for navigational purposes at all. For entertainment purposes only. Okay, and then it shouldn't be too far until I hit the next thing. There it is already. Yep. As predicted. Lay our heads down and dream. One of one player's asleep. Da 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 do. Ba-da-da-da-da-do-do-do-do. Hey, we got another tip rolling in. Let's see who it's from. Melbo the Hellbo says mistakes were made, but it's okay. Thank you, Melbo, very much for rolling in and tipping 20. That'll get us evenly to our next face camera expansion milestone. So here we go. It's time to expand. Just do. And then we're going to find where my eye is. Once we get that recentered, we can lower the opacity. What's that? What is that? That's part of my glasses. Should be getting close. There it is. Okay, so we're lowering the opacity now to 9%. Do. 9%. There it is. Okay. Okay, so let's look at our Photoshop real quick here and see, once we get past that thing, how long until the next point of interest at this level? 28. So 28 times 3 is 84, minus 64 is 20. So we need one full stack of black concrete powder, and we need 20 as well. Okay. Oh, that's right. This is going to be broken here. So let's grab a separate stack of concrete powder to use for our infill. Okay, so, dang it. Which, of course, we got rid of our rockets to get the infill stuff. Okay. Then we switch to this one. Okay, then we hit this, which we already calculated in. Then how far to the next point of interest at this level? 21, which should be... Oh, that's actually not calculated. Okay, so 21 is 64... 21 times 3 is 63. Dang it. So... we can swing past here. Okay, great. Okay, so that does line up with that expectation. So let's maybe put in a gray terracotta there. Actually, you know what? Maybe we put brown terracotta there and gray above it, and there. We put a brown concrete here. And then another one of these actually there. Then a black terracotta above those. And then in terms of the distance until the next point of interest, Okay, that is pretty bleak. 52. It's basically empty for 52 blocks here. 52 times 3, that's more than the amount of black concrete powder we have left. So we need to go deep below to our storage area. Okay. Gonna offload all of our temporary blocks or boxes and whatever into here, so we can free our inventory up to make some concrete powder. Okay. Boom, boom, boom. Cool. So 9 of that. 9 of that. We'll grab some black dye. Evening, Chris. Hope you're doing well. Okay, black concrete powder. Black concrete powder. Black concrete powder. Put the dye back in here for now. You know, actually, let's grab 4 and 4 and do that once more. Black concrete powder. Okay. So we're going to put all the black concrete powder into this box. Gonna take all of this stuff back out of here. Grab all this nonsense. Gonna take 2 of those. Gonna grab the rest. Okay. Welcome, Grumpy Bunny. Glad you could join us. Okay. So let's set this down for right now, and let's also clear up some inventory space while we're here. Don't need 2 stacks of pearlescent frog lights. We're not really using glowstone day to day too much. Can get rid of some of the yellow here. Don't need that as often as some of the other stuff. Same thing for the blocks of quartz. Welcome, Doggo. Glad you could join us. Welcome, Chris. Welcome, Rhiannon. Glad you could join us. We're actually about to wrap up in about 2 minutes. I'm going to do last call for tips. We are wrapping up shortly after the hour. Maybe not exactly 2 minutes. I like to give a 5-minute warning so tips have a second to clear. And then we are going to be raiding Surreal and playing Quake over on his channel with Mr. Hardluck and J Coffee Junkie and a few bunch of other folks, since there's no Mystery Pinball Theater 3000 tonight. Okay, so 52 times 3 is 156, minus 128 is 28. So we need 2 stacks of black concrete powder, and then another 28 between there and the next point of interest. So let's go ahead and get those in the very least. We're making a lot of progress here, folks. A lot of progress. I'm about to go off screen on the baby camera, the camera account, unfortunately. Welcome, Falcon Claw. Okay, so let's go ahead and pan that over a little bit on the big camera. Yeah, I mean we're doing great though. Welcome, Ms. Fru. Glad you could join us. And then this is just like one single black terracotta like sandwiched in here. So dim. So dim. Okay, and then past that, between there and the next thing is 19 times 3, so that's going to be 57. Black concrete powder here. Uh-oh, somebody's going to need to lay their head down. I'm the only one that's not AFK, of course. So that's when we're hitting this thing. Okay. Okay. I just want to finish this row real quick. Is there anything significant in this row after that point? No. Or this triple row. Basically, I call a row 3 sets of blocks because that's how high you can easily fill. Okay. So we've successfully gone 6 high on this, which, given the overall size and scale of the project, is okay. It's going to be cooler when we've gone more than 6 high, obviously, but that's not terrible. So that's, let's see, if we've gone 6 high on this in about 90 minutes, boy, that's about 1.5 minutes per row. Now, as we get closer, like once we hit the rectangular end here, then it'll get shorter every row at least. So that'll get easier. Also, we're getting better at making fast choices about stuff. I'm feeling good about the project on the whole. So this is, honestly, I didn't think I'd even get to the side today. I thought I would be only working on the front. So the fact that we got the front done this afternoon and then had time to start the side at all, I am really happy. Let's see. What happened there? Hold on. Okay. Inbox. Okay, cool. Looks like no last minute tips rolled in. So I need to go ahead and see if Surreal is live yet so I can get my Quake game on. I am going to probably take a break before I join them in chat because I need to refill my drink. But yeah. So Surreal is, but like I'm gonna start playing in like less than 5 minutes. I just need to fill my drink and I will join. So /raid Surreal 7. Borealis Lore says, can we see the front once more before we go? It'll be in the video. Don't worry about it. It'll be in the video. Like I'm thirsty and I'm already running 3 minutes late, so I gotta go. But until next time, you all, this is Joe Hills from Nashville, Tennessee. Keep adventuring. When you get there, our raid message is, howdy y'all, Joe Hills raid here. Bye. Oh, I forgot to post the link in the YouTube chat. Sorry, YouTube. 1 second. Stop streaming. Stop.